Welcome back, guys, to another episode on the Inscryption series here on the Question Mark channel. We're going to jump right back into the last run we've been doing, which is a level 8 challenge run with the 80 points of difficulty. We are definitely looking like we could beat this one for the first time. And I think this was my second try with this exact same build. Pretty much what it is that we've got the beehives spawning free bees. They let us search the deck, which we'll get in here real quick and I'll show you guys. There we go. Let's get past that. All right. So what it is that hopefully within the first couple of turns, we end up with one of these beehives. We're able to sacrifice a rabbit, get a beehive to get hit, spawning a bee, and it just starts this cycle of being able to spawn as many creatures as possible. Last time we were able to pick up this mealworm, and I was hoping to see if the mealworm was considered an insect so that it gains the ability of our totem, which is over there on the right hand side, which is all insects get unkillable, which would allow us to make a really strong summon a very strong card by giving Mealworm's ability, which is Morsel. It allows you to give the 2 health that it has, and if it had damage, it would give the damage over 2 to the card. So we want to decide here what to do going forward. I'm good with my totem. I don't have bag room. If we had a card, what would we want to duplicate? We could try to duplicate Mealworm. See if we can't combine those. Yeah, maybe we might try that. So let's go ahead and go here, see what they're gonna give us. Okay. We might want to intentionally fail this one, just because I don't want to inflate my deck. We have a lot of 0 damage cards, so yeah, we're gonna intentionally fail this one so that we don't get too many cards in the deck, because we're trying to minimize it so that we maximize the chances of us getting the beehive out. Okay, we did say we're going to try to duplicate Mealworm here. Hopefully he changes that 0 into something. Let's see here. Nope, just straight copy. Oh, nope, hey, higher health. So that's fine. Either one of those cards are good. We do also want to spin to bones because we do kill a lot of the bees since they are unkillable. And we spawn a ton of them, allowing us to get a bunch of bones. So hopefully we can keep this going and take it all the way to the end. Cool. Mealworm is unkillable. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So let's go ahead and get Skink out so that we can hopefully spawn a tail here soon. There we go. Skink should allow a tail to be spawned. That's good. Okay. I want to go ahead and pull another card. Hopefully it's a beehive. It is. We're going to intentionally put beehive here in front of the porcupine to take damage. And I'm going to go ahead and pull another beehive. We're going to let the beehive take damage. And I'll show you guys what I was talking about last time, which allows us to spawn a bee, search our deck for any card we want. Ideally a card that has a summon cost of blood. Then we're going to use the bee. It comes back to our hand. We summon that worker ant in. And we do it again. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the beehive and the bee out. They both come back to the hand. I'm going to go ahead and take out these 2. And nope, we want to Mealworm. And sacrifice Mealworm for something that does damage. cool. Yeah, that's fine. So the mealworm gave its health, and there we go. So we've got pretty much 3 across the board, other than this one here because of that frozen away. Card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature inside is released. I think that's also causing it to degrade the damage here on the side, because insects don't like the cold. But right here, we'll be able to take a ton of damage out. No flight, which is fine. I want to mitigate that. Might throw some flight out here in a minute. There we go. I think we're going to let that go. Yeah, we're good for now. I don't think we need any more bees. Okay, that's fine. We'll trade back and forth here, but everything's at a lot of health, and it does come right back. Okay, I'm going to put out my stronger mealworm, and we're going to spawn in Ant Queen. And you can see that Ant Queen's going to gain a ton of health. And let's see what we can find here. We've got the bee. Sure. And let's go ahead and start doing some damage with some flight. So we're going to actually try to find another flying ant here and sacrifice that Ant Queen, so that we can get that 3/3. That's 6 damage going over, and that should force that over. I don't think we had a bag coming up, but I am going to go ahead and clear out one of my items just in case, because like I said, don't remember if we have a bag, and I don't want a pack rat as a card item. So there we go, and it goes over. So it's just that easy. Once we get that first beehive to get out and get hit, it just rolls on from there. Okay, once again, we might actually fully intentionally fail this one. Because like I said before, we want to minimize the amount of cards in our deck. Yeah, that's 1 damage. I guess 1 from the ant? Oh, I didn't know that. I wonder if that scales if you grab 3 ants, if it's 3, 6, then 9. Alright, and I like the ants being unkillable, so we're just going to keep that for now. Ants. Unkillable. And let's go. Our entire deck and playstyle is dependent on our ants being unkillable, so Totem Battle should be alright. It does have that double strike though, so we need to end this fairly quickly. Cool, we got a beehive. So let's get that beehive out. And who's doing damage first? This one's doing damage first. We got the other mealworm, that's fine. Just in case, we'll get skink. I have a feeling that we could end up doing a pretty significant amount of, taking a significant amount of damage because of that double hit. 1 bee, 2 bees, beautiful. Beehive came back. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. Yep, Ant Queen, that's good. We want something that can take at least 2 damage, which Ant Queen has 3. So let's go ahead and get out this one. We're gonna go ahead and put the stronger mealworm out so that our Ant Queen gains even more health here. There we go. We got a worker ant. And like I said, we're gonna try to take this down as fast as possible, so we're gonna hit these flyers. There we go. I'm gonna throw another bee out real fast so that we can make sure that we have all of our flying ants. Take this one out, and there we go. We could have done like a mealworm play there and given the flying ants more health or whatever, but we have 6 damage going out. That's going to tip the scales because we have to do 6 damage. One of the modifiers we have for the challenge is tipping one side of the scale every time. So to win in 1 round, we have to do at least 6 damage. Which we're making it work. It's really, really fun. That's why I wanted to bring you guys in and show you it in the middle of a run there in that last video, and then just carrying it on, see how far we can go. We do have the trapper here. Use pelts, don't return. Yep, I don't have pelts, I don't care. Fusing cards, the only cards we have is beehives. We have 2 beehives which we could fuse, or 2 mealworms which we could fuse. Getting rid of one of the mealworms would be nice due to the fact that it is unkillable and it minimizes the deck. That's a sacrifice card, which is fine. We don't have any cards we really have to sacrifice. We're sacrificing with both the paths, but this one at least gives us the benefit. Flying ant, ant queen, beehive, mealworm. There it is. There we go. Okay. 06 is awesome. If we could find a campfire, that would be even better, because I've already used the mealworm, or not the mealworm, the ringworm on the campfire, allowing us to use that without repercussion. So this is the hand that definitely hurts. It allows him to get some damage out to us. Let's go ahead and get that flying ant out. I just want to try to get that flying ant out so that we can hopefully pull that beehive. That's what I was talking about, where we want to shrink the deck as much as possible because of us not being able to draw a beehive really affects us in our ability to survive. So that's 3 damage coming in. So 1 damage over is at 5. Then we've got 3 damage going out. So we're good. We're good to skip this turn. So that's 5 away and 3 away from us. Okay. Beehive? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we do sacrifice the ant for the beehive, that it's going to take damage. We're going to pull mealworm. I'm gonna put mealworm out. I'm gonna leave mealworm. That's gonna kill the boulder. Beehive is going to get hit, spawn a bee, then we can use those bees and start it rolling. Okay, yep, that's the play. Cool. Mark our ant, and let's go ahead and start spawning our queens. Ooh, do we want to spawn queens or do you want to spawn flying? Queens do have more health, but if I use the mealworm, let's do mealworm for flight. Then bee for flight. We're going to use the bee again to pull the ant queen. Then let's use bee and beehive for ant queen. Yeah, bee and beehive for ant queen. And there we go. And then we can utilize mealworm. Just trying to get that other ant queen out real quick. I'm just trying to think my way through getting another ant queen so that we can get as much damage on these flying cards as possible, so that we can overshoot the scales. There we go. 4 across the board. Like I've said previously in this episode, once we get that first beehive to take damage, it just completely rolls and steamrolls the entire level. Okay? Is there any sigils we'd want to put onto something? I think a mealworm ant queen could be fun. Yeah, let's kind of gamble on that and see what we can do. Mealworm ant queen, yeah. Insect build, cockroach is unkillable. We already have unkillable on everything, but that'd be good for something that wasn't an insect if we got something strong. So like I said, we want to go ahead and put that onto mealworm. There we go. That should carry the sigil of mealworm to the ants. So every sacrifice we do is going to be beneficial. Okay. And I don't remember which ones we have duplicates of. Ant Queen we just used, so it's Flying Ant and Beehive. I want to keep the Beehive. I think I want to keep the Beehive because having two gives me a better chance of spawning it. So I guess the Flying Ant, we need more ant cards now. We just got rid of 2 of them. And our build depends on that damage. So let's see what we can do about getting some more ants. We do have an ant spawning card, which helps, but it's not in fully sound strategy. He's got the trapper cards, so Flying Ant, Ant Queen, Beehive. So like I've said before, we want to get that Beehive out as fast as possible so that it takes damage. We do have a search card, so we want to probably go ahead and pull this. And we're going to utilize smoke for flying. And then we'll be able to pull mealworm out to solve an ant queen here soon. So he's going to take damage and spawn that bee the bee we need. And then the flying one's going to take damage. Not going to kill it, but it'll be close. Okay, that's fine. There we go, we're good. Spawns that one bee we need. We only took 1 damage across the scale. Okay, then we want to go ahead and keep it going. It doesn't kill that one, but that one will kill that with no pass-through damage. We want to mitigate that damage coming in. Let's go ahead and utilize Skink here, just because Skink is fun. And we're good there. Like I said, we want to use mealworm after we've cleared the lanes. Okay, we're good. That's fine. There we go, that one's gone. This is gonna get Flying Ant. He's fine. That's fine as well. We're protected there. I want to go ahead and get a couple more pelts here probably. So let's go ahead and pull this out. There we go, that clears that lane. That clears that lane. Okay. That's fine. Cool. So we are cleared. We're going to go ahead and pull B for mealworm. Mealworm is going to go ahead and spawn in Flying Ant. Just going to give him much more health. Beautifully done. Then we've got a lot more bees here to be able to spawn in all the ants we need to let Flying Ant do its job. Alpha could be fun, but I want to get those high damage cards. Worker Ant, Mealworm. Mealworm's good if I wanted to put it onto Worker Ant, just to give it more health. So I was seeing if Mealworm was going to give the Worker Ants the Mealworm buff, but it doesn't look like them. The morsel buff, but it doesn't look like they do, which is fine. The Worker Ant is going to come down. There we go. So that's killed that one, 4 damage in lane, kill the bullfrog, kill the wolf pup, and then we kind of just sit and wait and do it again. There we go. Okay. And the next round we'll definitely win, even if that adder comes down. We're good. We'll get another pelt due to that trap, which will allow us to go to the second round. We're fine. It also opens up a lane just in case. It does flood our hand with cards, but that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with the flooded hand. That gives us options going forward. So let's see what we can do here. They've got us trading. As I usually do is I will just clear out this front row and then just let them do damage. So as always, cleared out the front row and now they're making us take more. There we go, that's perfectly fine. And let's see here. Anyone does more than 4 damage. Ooh, he's got Bell Ringer Bifurcation. Doesn't look like it, so we're going to utilize another ant. Worker ant's fine. And so we can get all this damage across the board. So that's 16 points of damage. We only needed 5. There we go. And I still have the skip turn clock, so that's always helpful. Especially going in towards these Leshy fights. Magpie's great, Skink is okay, Kuko is alright. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and use Skink just because it can defend. Alright, and I think that's going towards Leshy now. Yep, there we go. Okay. Any sigils we want to pull barrier? Nope, I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the bag here. Yeah, more bones. So that'll be a good start. So let's see if we can beat this challenge mode. Right after we beat the bone one the other day, bone deck, we might be able to get the level 8 challenge dealt with. And like I said, we still have that skip turn, so that's going to be really nice. Hopefully we can get this done in just a couple of turns so that we can get to that moon phase. Looks like we've got the Prospector. Let's see if we can pull Beehive. Doesn't look like we got that lucky, which is okay. The Mole Man's got defense. We might be able to move it in front of Amalgam, which would be ideal. So let's get Squirrel. Then he's got flight blocking, right? Yeah, okay. Flight. So when we go to do the damage, let's go ahead and just grab this because we'll need it. When we go to do the damage, Mole Man will jump in front. That's gonna block, beautiful. That's gonna go ahead and block Amalgam from coming down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use Smoke. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn that Beehive so that we can get Ant Queen ideally, but we'll do Mealworm because that's got our ant spawning. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and send that because that's going to do Mole Man. Then Adder's gonna come down, or no, Mantis God's gonna come down and hit Flying Ant and Beehive, spawning our bee. It's gonna tap 1 over onto that right-hand side there, so I think we're okay though. Because I don't want to close up too many of the lanes. That's fine. Oh, I didn't think he was gonna hit this turn. Okay, that's fine. Mantis God's gonna come down. He's throwing a lot of Amalgams now. And this is where we need to start dodging more damage. I need to bring out something strong. Let's sacrifice for Flying Ant's gotta do it. We're piling up health on these cards, which is fine. But they're gonna start taking damage here very soon, and I need to get one of those bees out. And Fisher's gonna try to steal a card. I'm cool with him stealing that card. Alright, we've got our bee. Okay, I did not see that coming. That Amalgam hit way too hard, and there was nothing I could do about that one. I don't think I could have done anything. Oh, I'm gonna try to do that again here soon. That was pretty good. So we've got 302 cards drawn, which I think is one of my highest. Scale damage in one turn was 16, which was that last round we just did. Squirrels harmed 35. We were using bees. Sacrifices made quite a bit. Yep. Bosses defeated. You will see our modifiers down there, which made it harder. Smaller bag. Chests have normal cards. And then we had one tipped in our favor, or one tipped in Leshy's favor. No hook, and shops were more expensive. I really don't tend to use shops, so not too bad. Like I said, I'm going to try that again because we got really far and got pretty lucky, but I think I might be able to do that again. But if you've got any tips for me on that one, we are trying to go towards the highest difficulty and unlock all the decks. Still having a ton of fun with this game. We do have a few new games coming out for PlayStation Plus. We are going to look into those and do some first impressions videos. Now that you've made it to the end, we're going to see what we can do about that and enhance these videos a little bit more, get some variety in them. But like I said, if you have any tips or tricks for Inscryption or any games you'd like me to try, especially anything like Inscryption, Slay the Spire, anything like that, let me know. If you liked the videos, hit like. If you want to keep coming back and seeing more, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, guys, see ya!